Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me dio dos luceros, que cuando los abro, perfecto distingo lo negro del blanco, madre, amigo, hermano, y luz alumbrando, y en las multitudes el hombre que yo amo, y en las multitudes el hombre que yo amo. I've been looking for men like you would search for a song in a seashell, lifting the skeleton to my ear to pull a melody from the sea salt, hoping to God it's the voice of my future husband. I look for company in coastline arms, hoping to erode any shameful barnacles of loneliness, that I may forget of any guilt I hold over myself for still being single and young. I may be able to get married anywhere in America, but it doesn't necessarily mean all of my tios and tias will accept me, so I may have to divorce some of them. My father and I, though, we can talk into the catacombs of my queer experience. He doesn't shove my polygon body down, he lets it surf the conversation, and he's able to enjoy my company like he enjoys the oceans, breathing in the Atlantic of my laughter. My father tells me that I'm worthy of happiness, and forget what any of his siblings say. I tell my father that being a gay Mexican is like being a burnt tortilla that no one throws away. Some days, I hook my arm around my date, and I haven't put out enough bait for him to bite, and so I feel like rotten meat. Mi papá tells me that I'm sweet because I can smile like an eagle in flight, that I'm more free than your average man. He is a tailwind, always pushing me forward. So whenever I'm rejected, I go home, hug my father, let his Gulf Coast arms hold me until the oil spill of self-doubt is washed away. When I'm rejected, he pulls me off of the desolate island of self-pity. He's the mainland, that big piece of home that always makes me feel safe, a port I can dock into. He just sees me como su hijo. Come home after another fishing voyage. My father was raised conservative, but somehow only conserved the things that taught him to love despite the brine of my skin. The pollution this world tries to toxify me with. He knows how to keep an ocean clean of trash, and I'm still swimming the seas and become a mackerel fish to a mako shark. My tiny fish bones bending in their mouths, he is a tidal wave that washes over my scaleless body, pulling the shark teeth from my wounds to make medals of them. He says he is proud of the honorable man I have become, how I walk like I'm deeper than the oceans, open like the blue seas. El mar que no conoce la tierra, that I am free of all the heaviness these landwalkers carry, that I am boundless, powerful, can swallow the coastlines with my words. My father loves me like the oceans love the moon. On the days you are your own worst enemy, laugh loud, even if you do sound like a hyena. Sometimes it feels like the world is rushing you to succeed and asking you to adult, as if anybody has any clear idea on how to actually adult. So when you still find yourself making less than the best choices, crack open a can of nostalgia, laugh at your most socially awkward moments, like the time that I was actually caught naked in front of family. Remember the stress and the struggle, the mountain that as you got older somehow grew into a prairie dog hole. Be the friend who's brave enough to jump in and strong enough to come out with you. Show yourself you love yourself enough to be unapologetically you, especially when the sirens and the riot shields come. The ones that arrive every single time you run out of money, hope, or the trust you sowed in a country. Be your own best friend, who saw you hatch from the egg, grow wings, fly straight up into the sun. Roast your own skin and fall. Be there when you are shish kebabbed by the prongs of fate and circumstance. Don't panic at your busted frame. Love yourself enough to rebuild yourself. Love yourself enough to parent yourself. Love yourself enough to get wild with yourself. Love yourself enough to reenact X-Men with yourself. Love yourself enough to cook naked for yourself. Love yourself like you can love your family. Show them how you can grow wings over and over again. Love yourself like you can love your heroes. The ones who don't even know how great they are. Love yourself like you don't even know how great you are. Like everything that happens to you happens on purpose, and nothing was a mistake, not even the booby trap and the pitfall. Succeeding can be easy, but learning to love yourself along the way is why we need friends like ourselves. So be your own Justice League Unlimited. Swoop into your own head or imagination and say all the stupid shit you want. Hell, say it out loud and then back yourself up. Be the kind of friend who's okay with busting out at a nightclub. Be the kind of friend who would help you plot out a theoretical crime spree. Be the kind of friend who would let you crash out if you ever lose your house, or your heart, or your way. Allow yourself to germinate the way you're supposed to. Grow again like árboles y piñones. Water your own roots. Trim your own branches. Sculpt your own crown. Be the kind of friend you would end up marrying. The kind that would make you laugh over stupid shit like waffles, and cry over nerdy things like Star Trek, and love you in all the right ways like forever wouldn't even be long enough. Love yourself like forever wouldn't even be long enough. Like even after you die, you would love your spirit wherever it ends up. Queer is a wheel of tall people, short people, kind of short people, really tall people, the kind of people I always just want to be around, the kind of people who learn that not being yourself is like trying to hold back your heartbeat, to know that my love is as natural as the masa I use for tamales, the good morning kiss, all the laughter in the kitchen, the noise proving my happiness isn't a choice. My queer is a cumbia stand, salsa to doo-wop, horchata to Wu-Tang. Be that helix freedom, bilingual tongue and hip that talk that makes el sabor del sol mejor. My gay be a curanderismo, that magic touch, magic kiss, magic for my soul. Be the spell that got me home. Be the reason I'm happy today. Be the reason my family is my home, where my sister clearly knew before I did. She never once told me I was gay before I came out. She waited for me to tell myself like a great sister. She loved me. Here, I was never beat, silenced, or tossed out. And I always asked the question, why was I so lucky? Why did my parents see all of this and still choose to pass me the tortillas at dinner when I could have easily ended up in the street, tossed out like a cat with worms? Why was I blessed with a father and a brother who did not try to shove me into a box of what a man should be? They let me spill over its edges. Why am I here in America and not in places like Russia, where queer teens get dragged into the streets, beaten, harassed, and then put on YouTube? But I know it's because people are still in their homes, in their kitchen cabinets, making room for the gay joke, and that gay friend, and that's gay, but in my house, my love is no different from yours. My parents only birthed respect, something I'm gonna remind this world of. They taught me that my love is gay, and I was raised to believe that it is still as holy as the prayer. So if your God is to judge me, then we'll talk. You can keep your mortal mouth shut. Keep your salvation, keep your condemnation, stereotypes, your godhatesfags.com. If you have anything else to say to me, you can keep that too.